welcome to
Moose.
The show formerly known as the Fan-Controlled Show, the official companion show to Fan-Controlled Football, the only real live sports league that gives the power to you, the fans. And you also get to name this show. And in your infinite wisdom, you named us Moose this week. Hey, I'm Jeff 2Ns1T Cannata, and I am joined by some of my favorite people on the planet, Josh Macuga, Patrick Dees, and the commissioner himself, Ray Austin. Welcome, fellas.
I love Josh coming out of my wife's blouses. Let's go.
What does your wife feel about you doing this in the closet? I just want to
Well, it keeps the baby asleep during nap time, so she's totally fine with it. But she did come in the other day. She's like, "Are you like messing with my dresses during the show?" I was like, maybe. I don't.
I like to think that the line of sight just continues infinitely, and she just has a massive closet.
I'm not showing you the rest of the closet. I will say that there's a stack of Steelers jerseys right about there. So
trying to just really just up the testosterone in that closet, aren't you? Just like, yeah, they're jerseys.
Yeah,
money.
I'll just put these here. Didn't work out too well for you this week, though.
Oh, Jesus, Jeff, we're like 1 minute into the show.
I mean, you brought up the Steelers. I didn't.
Hey,
that's true.
I need to be in that closet.
Yeah. My fandom is squashed. Yeah.
We have got a lot to get to this week. It's going to be a jam-packed show full of fun and excitement, as usual. We got some quick hits on the FCF front as we continue to build anticipation for season 2.0. We've got really interesting discussion from Fan-Controlled News Network. I think it's going to stir up some opinions. We're going to have perhaps a debate with Kevin from FCNN. We've got our predictions and the ramifications of our predictions from last week for the NFL. We've been picking 3 games a week and also drafting players. We're going to draft a wide receiver this week. It's going to be a blast. And then, of course, we got trivia. So stick around for all of that. But first up, guys, Fan-Controlled Council, or Fan Council, I should say. Fan Council updates. Hit me. What's the latest?
You know, I think if you're watching this show, you probably have a really good understanding of what the Fan Council is. We announced it on the show. You guys know the high level, right? You're a special part of the fandom that's going to help us make decisions, get early builds of the platform, help us look at marketing and merch, and have this insider track on everything FCF. What I want to do is I've been getting a number of questions, just kind of one-offs around the Fan Council. So I want to encourage folks here now, actually, if you've got something that you want answered, let's hit it now. Would love to answer questions about what's going on with Fan Council. Just to talk for two more seconds here. The link is up. It's live. It went out via social. We're gonna have it
in the chat right now. The link is in the chat.
Hit it. If you haven't hit it, you're watching the show. We want you in this Fan Council. We're going to start reaching out to folks from that group at kind of late next week, and then starting the Fan Council like onboarding process the week after that. So got about another week of submissions, but I will circulate to this group some of the submissions, because what we did was we take a lot of information, right, on your social. Are you an owner? We learn everything about you as a human being and your relationship to FCF. Then there's this blank field where you can send a URL. People have made videos and gotten outrageously creative, and so keep those coming, because they're pretty great. As we've hit on a lot of times on the show, it's just a bastion of positivity and creativity from this fan base. So that helps your chances of making the Fan Squad. Not a prerequisite, but just get in there. We want opinions from folks here.
Peanut says that he has signed up and is now running for Fan Council president.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if that's a thing, but
it's not. But good luck on running for
it. Speaking of running for president, my wife recently, we have a niece. It's like a full year older than Rosie, so we're getting a lot of hand-me-downs from her. And I didn't know that Oshkosh was still a brand, like the Oshkosh, all that kind of stuff. And when I was a kid, I mean, Oshkosh rhymes with Josh. I wore a lot of it, right?
Yeah.
So when I ran for 6th grade student council president, you better believe My slogan was Oshkosh, oh my gosh, vote for Josh. Come on. Let's go.
Did you
And
crush?
guess-
Did you
Yeah,
crush?
I crushed, Jeff. Okay. 6th grade student council president, 8th grade student council president.
Oh man, your poor opponent Ezekiel couldn't find anything to rhyme with his name.
No.
Silver. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Same 6th and 8th grade president. Come on.
Let's go. Let's
go.
Wait. What happened in 9th grade in high school?
I don't
Well-
care about any of those. You know,
Ray,
overrated.
I was 9th grade class
peaked.
president,
He peaked early.
and then my friend Beth was a much better leader than me, so I was always vice president going forward, sophomore, junior, senior year.
You peaked at Halloween snacks. That was it.
Correct.
It's been downhill for me since 8th grade. This is a never-ending slope.
When
Correct.
he couldn't deliver on Coke in all of the drinking fountains, it all, and pizza parties every Thursday. He couldn't deliver on those promises. People were like, I'm not voting for that Bagosh guy again.
Let me tell you, Jay Grand B in chat says Oshkosh Bagosh gave me a college scholarship. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's amazing. And also, my platform in the 6th grade was better soft serve flavors in the cafeteria. And guess who got peanut butter? Macuga.
Delivered.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Promises made, promises kept. All right. We also have, we had a motivational Monday on Wednesday this week. Hump day. You need a little motivation on hump day.
Yeah,
right?
you gotta take the M and flip it, Monday and Wednesday.
There you go.
Motivation. Yeah, you got that's that middle week motivation. That's all that was.
Sometimes that's more important.
We just got it out late. Shit, that just being real. It was Wednesday motivation. Yeah.
That's all right.
But it was great.
That's all right.
It was great, and I love those. I was actually on at the Chicago Bears Stadium when I did it. So
wow,
I literally was just sitting there at home and just being back in Chicago has just been great.
Yeah. Soldier Field,
cool.
one stadium I've never been to. I got to get to Soldier Field.
Really?
I've been lucky enough. Yeah, I hear it's amazing. Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it because it has both. It has the old Soldier Field look, but it also has the new look too.
Yeah.
It's like Andy Dalton's out, huh? Andy Dalton's out this week. We're going.
Yeah,
we're going to rookie.
I said the rook man. I think I've been waiting for him. I've seen him at Ohio State. He's a smart guy. He's a quick learner. So I look forward to seeing him.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. We also got a new episode of Road to the FCF, episode 4. James Gales Jr. Is featured in that episode, and it was released today. So if you're not checking out the YouTube page, all the socials for FCF, get on it because it's great content. It really is good stuff.
Oh yeah.
And man, James Gale, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, one of my favorite players there. Smart guy, just articulate, just he was one of those guys that everybody liked. You know what I mean? And he not only did his job, but he was like a coach over there too. So man, definitely watch that. James Gale is great player. I hope we get a guy like him back.
Yeah. I hope so too. And speaking of folks from season 1.0, one of our very own owners, Trevor May, is celebrating a birthday. So we got to say a big happy birthday to Trevor May today. Part of the FCF family, Zapper's owner,
I don't know if you remember, Jeff. Trevor May hates the month of April.
He does.
Not a big fan of June either.
Canon.
We learned that. We learned that fact. Because he's Trevor May.
I can't remember why.
He's Trevor May. See?
Okay.
He's Trevor May.
Ray.
Okay.
Ray is catching up.
Because 7, 8, 9.
My Zoom is delayed. My Zoom is delayed. That's what
my Zoom is delayed. All right. Speaking of people who might be on Zoom, I don't know. I was trying to do a transition.
Solid.
There. That was good.
Yeah.
Really
8
good.
out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Let's give a quick shout out real quick before we move on. Just real quick. Jeff posted pictures. Learn something new about your co-host every week. Jeff posted pictures this week, his 7th wedding anniversary. Let's hear it for him.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. He posted a picture of he and his wife in Italy on their wedding day, and I'm thinking to myself, man, that's some great green screen work. Hell of a photographer. Meanwhile, little did I know, the legendary 2 N's 1 T Cannata gets elopes to Italy to Positano to get married.
Yep.
Legendary move. What a legend.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
I highly recommend it. I highly recommend the elopement. The
Yes.
elopement was chef's kiss. Mwah. We the morning of my wedding, instead of stressing out about what Aunt Susie's dress was doing or whatever, I was laying on the beach without a care in the world. It was the greatest. It was the greatest.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, kudos to you for picking out that it was Positano from one little photo. That was impressive.
I know my Italian coastal towns.
Yeah,
Jeff.
indeed.
Legit.
All right.
We've gotten this question twice in chat. One from one person, new one from Meg O. Will there any more teams coming? Well, I think you forgot a preposition in there. It's fine. And will we be able to switch teams to a new team if there are new ones? I believe that is part of announcements coming. We haven't announced any new teams, but that is a goal.
We know that there will be more. We know that there will be more teams.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I'm comfortable saying there's going to be 4 more teams in this coming season. And yes, there will be a time, a period. If there is an owner announced that you go, oh my God, if Cannata's an owner, I want to be part of the 2 ends, 1 team.
Oh, 2 ends, 1 team.
2 ends, 1 team.
Oh! Come on! You see, that's why you show up for his team.
Come on.
Yeah, there'll be a free agency period for fans where you're able to jump ship and take all of your fan IQ and everything and go to that new team. But every one of our soon to be 8 teams will go through a branding process. So the Wild Aces are still going to keep their kind of core logo, but there's going to be some updates to the uniform and a bunch of stuff. So even if you're staying with your same team, there's going to be a ton for you to do in the offseason.
Awesome.
Boom.
All right, let's get to Kevin, because every week Annalise says, "Go get on schedule," and I try to wrangle these guys, and then Macuga's like, "Hey, look, there's some questions we should answer."
All right, Jeff. Fine. Bye.
Whoa! Into the blouse. Let's get Kevin in here because I think this is going to be a great topic. Welcome into the show from Fan Control News Network, which is a podcast that you can download and listen to right now. Kevin, what's Kevin's last name? I don't have his last name written here.
Cardaz.
Kevin.
Cardaz.
You're a
Hi.
You a Kardash? You a Kardash?
I'm a Kardashian, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Man,
I think he's in a Cardass right now.
Kevin coming in hot on that podcast. Got to be honest, you upset my daughter. She was not a fan of what you said, Kevin.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm so excited to have you here. Look, I think for folks who haven't listened to it, we should drop that link into chat at some point.
Definitely.
Go listen to it, because Kevin, let me set this up really quickly, Kevin, then would love to tee it off to you. So Kevin, super fan of the FCF over the course of the first season, and in all transparency, I go way back with Kevin's dad. So he's been close to this for years, long before we ever had a season. Super fan of the season, created content around everything that we're doing. But it also kind of turned you on, again, I don't want to put words in your mouth, to kind of the indoor game and the other flavors of football. When there's no FCF, you're watching the Indoor Football League, the IFL. You went to their championship game, and you're one of 11 fans that attended the People's Championship. So you were in a unique position to kind of compare and contrast both the fan experience and then what was happening on the field. And then you came in hot. You had no voice. You recorded a show being like, look, FCF's got to do X, Y, and Z. And I want to immediately would love to have you on the show, because everything you said was out of love, incredibly passionate about what we do here. And your commitment is to make FCF better, and I love that, and wanted to talk through a little bit about kind of what we thought you had some valid points with. Want to talk through the rest of it, but was super excited to hear you talk a little bit about that. Is that all accurate?
Yeah, it's all accurate. Yeah, good to go. Thank you.
So summarize your points. I mean, your big position is that certain things need to happen to sort of re-emphasize defense in season 2.0, in your opinion.
Yeah. So I think that special teams should be included in some way. I think that kickers should be included in some way, because I thought a big problem in season 1.0 was that the defense, it felt a little more lackluster, because the fact that every team was going on every 4th down, it's more defense to play. It tired them out. And also it gave them less chances to actually get back in with a defensive battle. When in the NFL, it's usually 3 downs and they're gone, unless it's a 4th and 1. In the FCF, you had 4 downs and there was no change. It was still a 10-yard first down. So it felt like the defense would get tired out. It felt like the defense was a bigger disadvantage than in any other league. And I felt that kicking an extra point put more emphasis on the importance of defense rather than just touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. Because I think that scoring is cool, but I also like special teams. I think that kick returns are a top 5 thing in football. I love them. The intensity is great. And I think that's really what my point centered around, that defense is revitalized by the introduction of special teams and kickers, which is not there right now. Yeah.
First, let me just jump in here. First of all, Kevin, you're 16 years old and you're way better spoken than even Shakespearean Cannata over here. So congratulations to your parenting. Way to be a real stand-up gentleman. I'm very impressed.
Tis true.
Tis true. I mean, here's the thing. I listened to your whole podcast and I started listening to other episodes. I don't want to like take you down at all for being how young you are. You're very knowledgeable and I like a lot of the things you're saying.
Yeah, 100%.
I will say you make solid points about the defense, and our commissioner, a legendary defensive player in his own.
Who doesn't watch your show, by the way?
I know. You said that right in the middle of the show.
Yeah, I know, that was awesome. He's like, I know the commissioner's not going to listen to this. I love that.
It's good. Commissioner who doesn't listen, I was like, ooh, Ray. So, I agree with your points about defense. Let me the one argument I will argue with you and kickoff returns is as somebody and I will say as a Steeler fan and a Penn State fan who some games are only shut up, Patrick. I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. Special teams gives me nightmares. Penn State might have the best punting game in the league because our offense can't do anything. And half the time when the Steelers return a kick, we get a penalty. And that's always been my biggest beef in kick returns and the punt game is if you get a decent return, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be a penalty flag thrown, whether it's a block in the back or whatever, which is the reason that I like no special teams in the FCF. Feel free to.
Also, the NFL has been de-emphasizing kick returns just because they're dangerous, you know?
Yeah, and that was one of our biggest reasons because we wanted to take out special teams because, I mean, I'm just being honest, that's how I made my money. I was, most of the backups play special teams, and I get what you're saying about, the transition from the defense, but there's only a small area because a lot of starters do play special teams too, Kev. So, there's not a lot of rest in between those on top of the huge impact. And we was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's take that away so we can, protect the players a little bit. But I did like what you said about 1st and 15. Now that was interesting because I said, what, you're right. Having a defense come right out and having to play 4 downs and, 4th and 10 and they go through 4 downs to get 10 yards. That's pretty easy. So if you did go 1st and 15, that to me, I thought was pretty interesting. But we will be adding some power ups for the defense for number one. And first of all, you were right. I am a super fan of the defense, and you're exactly right. I think that we should start, not maybe season 2, we'll still be working it out, but, put some emphasis on defense, to give them more power ups to allow the fans to, maybe blitz or, man everybody up or, whatever, having the fans have a little bit more say on defense. I'm a huge advocate for that. So I felt you on that. But when it came to the kickers, bro, man, you lost me. I was like, no, there's no fucking way. But you don't know the reason why though. For us, the founders of the Screaming Eagles, we lost some horrible easy games that we should have won and we lost because we didn't find a kicker. And that's the problem. You can't find a kicker at this level that can actually do that on top of real good coaches that can actually coach special teams. So when you look at the IFL, no disrespect to the coaches, but everybody's breaking kick returns. That's because the blocking's not that good. Yeah. So you don't really have a lot of time to practice that type of stuff. So but I dig a lot of the stuff that you said, Big Dog.
First of all, Freddie Airmail in the chat says in the FCF all teams are special, which I could not agree more.
That's great. Before you respond, Kevin, I want to jump into and just give my thoughts because I think I love what Ray said, obviously, but I think this is the right. I'll step back one bit and say, listening to your podcast, it was clear that what you wanted was for the FCF to continue to improve. Correct. And I love that was the motivation, right? You weren't just criticizing, you were trying to constructively criticize. And I think when you get right down to it, what you're talking about is removing a decision point for a team, for a coaching staff, and in this case, for the fans, right? You're removing that decision point of, do we go for it on 4th down or do we kick the ball away for field position? And I think what Ray is talking about with adding in more power-ups and stuff is substituting in different decision points. So I think that might really be the key to making it feel more interesting, is forcing that decision in a different way on a different level. And I'm hoping that works, but I'll let you respond.
So yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, that was my big thing with special teams. Like, going back, I'll start from the beginning. Special teams is dangerous. I agree. Kick returns, it's not the safest job in the world. It's how some guys in the NFL make their money. But when you don't have to do it, you might not have to. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe you shouldn't, like you guys did. But I just feel that you guys are in a very unique situation because the box that the FCF is in is much bigger than a different league. You guys have power-ups. That's special because you can break open the boundaries of what a normal football league could do. The NFL doesn't have power-ups, so special teams won't evolve as much as what you guys can do. I'm not saying that you guys should do kick returns or that you guys should kick field goals or extra points, but there is such a wide landscape that you have to use because of the what you guys created, and I think it's so cool. And I just that was where my points
We lost them.
come from.
Okay.
Just use that field that you guys have because it's so good, and there's a reason why.
Kind of breaking up a bit, Kevin. We're having a hard time understanding you. I think you got some internet issues, but I mean, I think I understand the kind of the thrust of what he's saying. And from my perspective, I think, it's pretty unsatisfying in an NFL game that and we saw a lot this week in week 2 that a team only has to make 60 yards in a final drive in order to set up for a field goal attempt to win a game. I don't know. I mean, I know that our field is shorter in FCF as well, but I don't find setting up for a field goal to be particularly thrilling or satisfying.
No, and Jeff, nobody does. I mean, again, I appreciate Kevin's deconstruction of this, but when we sat down and we talked a little bit about this. We talk about it all the time, but we're re-engineering and rebuilding football for the digital age, right? Like, and reimagining it. And so, if you went down a top 50 list, if you polled people, kicking doesn't make that top 50. So this is built for fans by fans, and so that's part of the intention behind that. The other thing that I wanted to hit on, and I hope Kevin can come back on, is he talks a lot during the course of comparing us to arena ball. And I want to be clear that that's a pretty flawed premise because we're not competing with arena ball. This is our literally, that model is incredibly broken. No shade to the IFL or AAF or any other league, but those teams hemorrhage money. Right. So not only are we, we're also playing a different game. Their game is butts and seats and selling those butts, beers, and hot dogs. We are the digital fan. And so it's a different experience. Kind of across the board. He says things like we were fed a narrative that defense or that arena ball is about offense, and we didn't feed that narrative. What we're committed to is balance. You notice every one of those games in season 1.0 came down to the last 1 or 2 plays, and that is a tribute to Ray's team. They built a product on the field that was balanced, whether it was 10-10 or 50-50. It wasn't about offense, but it is about balance. We want close, thrilling games, and if there's something to tweak about the defense, we want that, but we've never been feeding anybody a narrative that this is a league about offense.
I think that's so cool that you say that out. I've never heard you guys make a statement like that about how the mentality that you went in with, but it makes so much sense, and we saw the fruits of that on the field. It really did turn out that way.
Yep.
I don't know if Kevin heard any of that.
I did.
You did. Okay, cool.
But now Josh has got problems with his internet.
It's in the it's the closet thing.
It's
Wi-Fi's terrible in there. So, Kevin, what were you going to say? I know you heard some of that stuff, but we're running a little bit lean on time. But I really appreciate you making time to jump on the show, and wanted to give you a chance to kind of say your closing comments here.
I mean, thank you for having me on. My bad for the internet. I'm obviously on the right now, so if it cuts out again, just cut me.
No,
just cut me
totally
off. It happens. Macuga's in the same boat,
Yeah, look at him. He looks terrible.
Yeah, it's tough. It just happened. I was like, oh man. I mean, all I really had to say was that there's a wide landscape that you guys could use, and that's all I really wanted. It doesn't have to be returns. It doesn't have to be taking an extra point, but you have a lot of really cool tools with the power-ups, with the big picture that you guys have. That's all I wanted. This conversation is great because the 1st and 15 thing, that's great. I love that. I think that's a great way to help emphasize the defense, and it doesn't have to be kicks. I get that kick returning is dangerous, but there's a bunch of things that you could do, and I was just like, I wanted none of the things I said came from like a place of me disliking the FCF because I love the FCF. Obviously, it's I'm
we know.
obsessive over it, and so it's all just because I want it to be the best it can be. And so that was just me. Maybe not saying you need kicks, but use the big picture. That's all.
Yeah.
Hopefully you did not feel that this was a shutting down of your argument.
No.
I think the cool thing is, Patrick heard your show and really thought we should all hear it. And I think that's one of the wonderful things about FCF is that even the top level, the owners, Ray, Patrick, the top level decision making part of this company is listening to all the fan feedback. And I think the biggest takeaway that we can have from this is that people should listen to your show because it's great. It's really well done, man.
I had to say, man, like when I got sent it, I was like, man, this is great. Like I love the way the passion that you have behind it. And you wasn't taking digs, you were criticizing and wanting to make something better because you're a part of it. Yep. And so like you are a content creator for us. Like I'm like, this is what we talk about. Like the FCNN. I was like, wait, what the hell? Like that's amazing. That's dope. And I like keep doing it. And I would love to be on there and come on and if you have some of these other, ideas or whatever, we can definitely, we need to definitely pump this up. I love it.
Kevin, thanks so much for your passion for
anytime.
You're the reason, you're the reason the fan council you join the fan council. Listen, I don't think because there's people in here like you guys are we're not attacking them. I think this is a really cool conversation. And again, dude, very impressed by the podcast. And I just did a quick, and you guys probably know the story of this coach. His name's Kevin Kelly. They call him the Never Punt Coach. And he won 9 state championships in Arkansas by never having a punter, always going for it. Yep. Now he's in college football at Presbyterian trying to bring
didn't they win their first game by like 70 points or something crazy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They never have to worry. And like you talk to the players about it. And I think there's something in there. Also, there is something I watched that Peyton Manning, Eli Manning thing on Monday night, and they were talking to what's his name? Pat McAfee, dude from Pittsburgh, and about like punting and kickers and how Peyton Manning hated kickers, and it was well known that he hated kickers. So there's like this give and take as to your point, Kevin, which is a very solid point, and to like the points of ours. I'm like, if I have to watch another Steelers kicker miss an extra friggin' point, or any other kicker, or vice versa, lose on a missing kick, kind of.
And I think talk to the Minnesota Viking fans right now.
I mean, just me and Dees, like if you go back in our history, man, we were sitting up in the stands like, with somebody we just brought off the street for 3 days to come kick for us, and he misses a kick that all these guys have been waiting for him to hit, and it was heartbreaking. It was just like, if we're going to put the ball or the say in someone's hands, we're going to put it in the people who touch it the most, the quarterback and the wide receiver. Yep. But like I said, Kev, man, I love your passion about your. I mean, I love your show, and I'm gonna be a fan, man. I subscribe, so and we're gonna push some content to you for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, Kevin. Really wonderful talking to you, and thanks for supporting the FCF in such a big way.
I just wanted to say, my bad.
Go ahead.
I think any of this was an attack. I read the chat a little bit. It's not an attack. Conversation like this is the best. Like critical conversation is what you need to get better. And none of this was an attack. Like, thank you guys for having me on. I love talking about this. This is like my favorite thing to do. I love when people debate. This was amazing. So thank you. I didn't think any of this was an attack. Thank you for having me on. It was great.
Kevin, we're definitely gonna have you back, man. Give your old man a hug for me if you would. Thanks for coming through.
Take care.
I will.
See you, buddy.
See ya.
Oh, that's dope.
That kid
I
has
love
a
that.
bright future.
That,
you got a bright future.
I love that. I love meeting these content creators, man. That's so great.
Oh yeah.
And amazing to see
who said it in here? I think.
Go ahead, Josh.
Show name suggestion. Josh's closet Wi-Fi is garbage. Yeah, it sucks.
That's pretty good.
I'm far away from the router. I can't be close to the router anymore. Man and I are gonna have to do some conversation.
I like cars, closets, and cameras. That's pretty good.
Solid.
Awesome. All right, let's talk about our picks. We got picks to make for week 3 in the NFL, but let's talk first about week 2, which was not kind to me personally. We picked the Thursday night game, the Sunday night game, and the Monday night game. This week, I think we can throw the results up on the screen. The Thursday night game was Washington football team, New York Giants. What a thriller, actually.
Yeah, a heck of a game.
Yeah.
Kickers.
Macuga
Jeff.
and Austin picked correctly. The 1 point victory with Washington football team. I mean, it was a heck of a game. It could have gone either way. Heartbreaker for Dees and I.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen the Journey Live in Houston DVD when they bring the encore on, Steve Perry just jamming out? That's what I'm doing. When Washington won, knowing full well that only me and Ray made that pick, getting one up on Cannata. Let's go.
Yeah, pretty good. I thought we all picked Kansas City.
We all picked.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought Ray picked Baltimore.
Oh no, I didn't.
No, he didn't remember.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Nope.
Well,
So
we were all
swings
wrong.
and misses. Yeah.
We were all wrong. That was another incredible game. And Lamar Jackson's like incredible.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And then I was the only one that picked the Lions because I'm an idiot.
What a game, man!
Yeah.
First half, it looked like Jeffrey may have picked the one that could have got him something this week, and then all of a sudden Detroit doing Detroit things. No offense to the city of Detroit or the Lions, but they're not exactly known. Let's just call it the Ray Fonts of the situation. Or what was the name of the coach? What was the name of the coach there? Was it Wayne Fonts? That was
Wayne
his name.
Fonts.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Wayne Fonts.
And they're like, you won the coin toss. You want defense? Or he's like, I'll take defense. Loses on the field goal. Like, good job, Wayne. Way to go, that solid.
Yeah. So only one of us went 0 for 3 this week. It's the guy with the thumbs. The guy with the thumbs. I don't know what our overall standings are, but I'm not in the lead.
What's our full record? What's our full record now?
I believe I'm 4-2. I picked 2.
And I should have one loss. I got one loss too,
I'm
right?
3-3 at this point.
Jeff is 2 and 4, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, not good. Not
Dees is
strong.
3 and 3. I think Ray is now 3 and 3.
And now, by the way, I'm actually on this new show on Fox called Leap. You see me doing the Big Leap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually no, seriously. I'm actually playing a tight end coach for the Detroit Lions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ray, my friend Erin O'Malley directed an episode. Did she direct your episode?
Erin, I will find out.
Okay.
What does she look like? Is she blonde?
She is blonde. Yes.
Short blonde hair?
Short blonde hair. Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She did mine. She's gonna be on the next one. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's the best.
Dude, she is she's so great, man. I really enjoyed her, man. She's great.
She's
awesome.
amazing. She
small world.
She optioned a pilot that me and my buddy wrote during COVID. And she just directed every episode, or at least executive produced all the Doogie reboot.
Yes.
Which, by the way, Amanda and I started watching. It's good.
Is it really amazing?
Good.
All right.
Yes. Jeff, that's a family watch for you, buddy.
Evidently. Doogs, the Doogs.
Did you notice how seamlessly Ray got that plug in there? Like, I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. I'll call Ray. I'm like, hey, Ray, what time is it? He goes, did you know that I'm on this show? And I'm like, I don't know that.
What time is it? It's like 3 hours until I'm on the show.
Wait. You mean the show on Fox, Biggie?
That would be the one. That would be the one.
He's the man.
So good. What a pro. What a goddamn pro.
You hire an actor and you get a marketing genius.
Yeah.
All right. We gotta pick this week's games. First up, tonight.
Oh man.
Panthers Texans. The Panthers looking real strong in the first 2 weeks. I'm surprised. Carolina playing real well. Sam Darnold evidently can play. Let's start. Oh no, we've been usually doing it where we pick the draft order first, right?
Yeah, the draft order. Yeah.
All right, let's do draft order first. I don't even know. I don't know how we're doing it. Every week,
we haven't even looked at our fantasy from last week, Jeff.
Oh, I'm the worst at this. I'm terrible. Okay, let's look at our fantasy from last week. We picked running backs.
Yep.
And maybe we got a graphic for how that went because I'm not even remembering everybody's picks. Well, Mr. 0-3. I believe both picks I had the top
Look at that
scorer. Thank you,
Joe just broke my heart.
Yeah,
Damn
nice.
it. I was so close, Jeff. I was so close. My
Yeah, look at that.
Steelers.
16.6. Yeah.
Damn.
Not bad day for Najee
Wow.
Harris. Terrible day for the Steelers. Bad
So,
day.
you know,
Bummer.
0-3. Maybe I'll balance it out with a little bit of awesome over on the other side. Okay, so let's pick. We got to pick teams and we got to pick wide receivers this week. So let's figure out
Wide
the
receivers,
draft order in a way that is a mystery to all of us. Our incredible producer Annalise has come up with a fantastic surprise. Last week, her dog Moose, the titular character.
Hey,
of this here episode.
the Hamlet, if you will.
Pick the draft order. This week, we had like a series of questions that I screwed up. I don't even know what's going on. So here we go. This is a thing that's happening. Song shuffle for draft order.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, she put in our favorite songs and then pushed shuffle, maybe?
Amazing.
Are we hearing audio? Are we supposed to be hearing
I got
audio?
nothing.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA.
It's just a public service announcement.
And that
I
is
love it.
good.
So to be clear, we each submitted 3 of our favorite songs, and so we had more chances in the hopper. She put all those songs in a playlist and pushed shuffle to see who would come up. Prince did not help me, evidently. My Prince pick didn't even come up.
Kendrick at the top.
Yeah,
By the way,
big time.
you picked Morrissey, which really just made me so happy, Jeff. One of your 3 picks
Oh.
was early Morrissey.
I mean, yeah, he's problematic now, but he's still amazing.
Yeah,
I did not
artist
see
from the art.
Dees. I did not see Dees as a Pink Floyd guy.
Oh,
That
yeah,
came
man.
out of left
Are you
field.
kidding me? I mean,
Wow.
Radiohead would probably be like higher on the stack ranked list, but big Pink fan.
Wow. All right. Okay.
All right, so let's do this. Ray, you're up first.
I'm up first.
Panthers, Texans. Oh, should we do? You guys want to do the draft first or the?
Let's
or
do
the
the
draft?
draft.
All right, let's do the draft. I got wide receivers. Wide receivers this week. So who you picking?
I'm going with DeAndre Hopkins.
Ooh.
Arizona Cardinals.
Solid pick.
I was about to say DeAndre Francois. DeAndre Hopkins, him, Kyler Murray, probably one of the best tandems out there to
Not
date.
wrong.
So
Kyler Murray is very fun to watch.
A freak.
Man,
Very
I
fun to watch.
can't be more impressed by
Yeah.
that kid, man.
Same,
Like
man.
for his size, his stature to come in to do what he's been doing, now he's got Hop, man. He's out there just blazing. So that's my guy.
All right. So that brings us to Josh Macuga.
All right. Huge week last week. I see it happen. No, I'm third.
Dude, I'm up next.
Yeah, Dees is up.
I'm up
Dees
next.
is-
That's fine. I'm
sorry.
debating on taking Tyreek Hill, but I think I'm going to go with Devontae Adams because he's on my fantasy team.
Ooh, okay.
And
okay.
it makes it easier for me to root for
How
one guy. It
dare
solves my
you.
fantasy, and it solves this. But no, he's also a freak. So fun to watch every week.
The
Didn't get in the end zone
49ers
last
home
week.
opener. You're
So
picking
sorry, man.
the team
I
they're
know.
playing against to come in here and give you numbers.
I like
dare
it.
you?
I like
Aaron
that.
Rodgers redemption tour, man. He played with a chip on his shoulder, didn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna get shut down by Nick Bosa in the
You
game.
think?
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I like about the Bosa family? They all look like everybody in my family, just squash nose and angry. Just like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
What?
like Bosa is an adjective.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Verb. You got boasted.
100%.
All
man.
right. All right,
Okay.
Macuga, you're up.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with Antonio Brown. What? I'm kidding. That guy's trash. I'm going with. He's a human piece of garbage. Antonio Brown should never play football again. But that's on me. I'm going with the huge week last week. I see an even bigger week this week. Cooper Kupp getting hot points from one
Ooh.
Matthew
Okay.
Stafford, former tutelage under Ray Austin, a former Detroit. Cooper Kupp from your Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, Rams. I'm sorry, the Rams. Yeah.
Rams. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. That leaves me some interesting choices. I think I'm gonna go with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
I'm going to take
Smart
Tyreek
pick.
Hill
Smart pick.
because KC, they lost, and I think they're going to just want to destroy some people, specifically the Chargers. And I think they're, I think it's going to be a big game. Big game for Tyreek
Upset
Hill.
City, Chargers over Chiefs. Upset City.
Ooh, really? You think Chiefs lose 2 in a row?
Justin Herbert, this is his coming out party.
Wow.
Beats the Chiefs. Yep.
All right, let's pick our games. Thursday night, as I mentioned, we got the Panthers and the Texans. Ray, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with the Panthers on this one. 2-0 right now, playing good defense. That's what I'm
they are playing really good defense.
Yeah.
I know we got a guess, so I'll whiz through this. I'm also going Panthers.
Panthers.
Panthers, it's a clean sweep. Panthers.
Right.
I don't think the Texans. I think the Texans are going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
All right. Sunday night game is well. It's my Niners and the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be an interesting one. It's 2 NFC powerhouses traditionally, and this year it looks like they are. Ray, what do you think? Stab me in the back, or
I'm going with the Packers. I still got Green Bay blood, man. I got a little Green Bay blood, man. Come on.
It's the me and Ray show. I'm also going the Packs. I need Devon did have a huge game. It's what they
Macuga,
need.
what are you going to do?
Stabbing.
Jeffrey, as was said in East Texas long ago, to be or not to be, I go with 2 N's, 1 T. The San Francisco 49ers.
Get on board.
Yes.
All right. I'm not just going to pick the Niners. I'm picking a score. Green Bay Packers 14, 49ers 3,072. All right.
Niners.
Niners. All right. And then the Monday night game, Eagles, Cowboys. Both of these teams are pretty surprising to me this year, man. Better than I thought in preseason, that's for sure.
Yep.
Both teams.
Ray,
what do you think?
Raymond?
There's nothing in my soul that will allow me to go to the Cowboys. So Eagles all the way.
Wow. Eagles. Let the Eagles soar. Okay.
As discussed on the show, I think being a Cowboys fan is a character flaw. But in this case, I'm in this to win this, so I'm going to pick the Cowboys.
Right.
So take
you got to make an emotional
wings
decision sometimes, Dees.
and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. Take the Eagles. I hate the Cowboys. I don't like the Eagles much either, but I take the Eagles.
I hate losing to you fools more.
That's how I feel. I think the Eagles are going to win, but I got to gain ground somehow. I got to figure out a way to gain ground. So I'm picking the boys. How about them Cowboys? I hope. We'll see.
Okay.
Tune in next week to find out how we did, and we'll keep going all the way through the season. It's been super fun, but also super fun has been trivia, and we got more coming at you right now. And our guest to play trivia is going to take on, that's right, the guy with the thumbs.
2 N's, 2 thumbs.
It is Justin from the Rick T podcast. Justin, welcome to Moose.
God, man, I love your background. You're muted.
Oh, can't hear you.
Fail number 1 of the night. Way to kick it off, huh?
Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way. All right. Well, thank you guys for having me, and I'm so excited for trivia. I was a trivia champion at Bishop Sycamore in 2015, so I'm ready to get this going.
Oh, I'm going to get destroyed. I just realized.
He just threw his All-American stats out on you, dog.
Yeah.
Got the title belt right in the.
Incredible. All right, Macuga, take it away.
Hit those graphics. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fan Controlled Trivia. I'm your host, Josh, 1M, 1A, 1C, 1U, 1G, 1A, Macuga. This is how this works. We've got
A's,
Justin.
second A.
that is 2 A's in there. Son of a, I'm bad. I should have been a Shakespearean actor. We have 3 categories, 3 rounds here in fan controlled trivia. First one, real trivia. Second one, a little bit of Josh Brady. And the last one, a little bit of opinion trivia from me, your host. First 1 to 3 in this first round. Jeff Cannata. Justin, what's your last name? Are you telling people your last name?
Sanchez, baby.
Justin Sanchez, the legend, 2015 All-American, no big
Bishop
deal.
Sycamore.
Shout out Sycamore. Here we go. Justin, we start with you. The first person to 3 in this first round of trivia wins, and then we move on. We only have about 8, 9 minutes, 10 minutes left in the show, so we're going to hustle through this. Question 1. Which actor turned down $110 million to film an additional season of their hit TV show on NBC? Was it Steve Carell in The Office, Eric McCormick from Will and Grace, Christopher Maloney from Law & Order SVU, or Jerry Seinfeld in Seinfeld?
CBS.
NBC.
Oh, NBC. Okay.
NBC.
Let's go. I'm going to go with C.
Christopher Maloney. Incorrect. Jeffrey Cannata for the steal.
I'm gonna go with Steve Carell.
Incorrect. We were looking for the one and only
Seinfeld.
beltless pants Seinfeld. Way to go, Ray.
Oh,
Way to go, Ray. Way to go, Ray. Okay. Your second question goes to Jeff Cannata. Remember, you both have lifelines. Jeff, your lifeline is Patrick Dees. Ray Austin, yours will be Justin Sanchez. Yours will be Ray Austin. Here we go. Question 2 to Jeff Cannata. Jeff, one of my passions in life is trying to do this. What are your chances of catching a foul ball at a baseball game? Is it 1 in 200, 1 in 450, 1 in 670, or 1 in 835?
I'm going 1 in 670.
Ooh, incorrect. Justin for the steal. All-American. Shout out Sycamore.
Yeah. I'm going to go with D.
D is correct. Give him the points. 1 in 835. He's up 1-0. All right, here we go. Justin, your next question. Who was not part of the 1992 Olympic Five? Was it Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, or Scottie Pippen?
I'm going to my lifeline here. Oh, Mr. Ray Austin.
Ray Austin. This would be the starting 5 of the Dream Team.
Oh, come on. You got this, Ray. Come on. I believe in you.
Say it again.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
One more time.
Starting 5, 1992 Olympic Dream Team. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, or Scottie Pippen. Which one was not a part of that starting 5?
Unlike Kevin Sanchez, I was in college during that time.
Scottie Pippen.
Justin, would you like to take it, or would you like to?
I don't know. By judging by your reaction, I think I might have to step in here and take it.
Okay.
Man, Ray, I'm gonna feel bad if I get this wrong for us, but I'm gonna go. Can you reread it one more time? Let's just get down to it.
Here we go. Who was not part of that 1992 Olympic Dream Team?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, or Scottie Pippen?
Magic Johnson.
Incorrect. Jeffrey for
Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal is correct. Give him the points. Give him the points. Jeffrey.
That's all right.
That's my bad.
Jeff.
Can we make it some more Christian late? Can we work in some more
Christian Leitner should have been one of the options because he was on that team.
Hey, Sean Bradley, keep it to yourself up there.
And it's tall.
All right, Jeffrey, how many total points did the Glacier Boys allow in season version 1.0? 126, 134, 138, or 142?
You know what? I'm going to use my lifeline and let Patrick get this wrong.
Yeah. Very solid. I actually missed part of the question, Josh. What was it? Hit me one more time. I'll get this wrong fast. Josh, the question.
It was how many total points did the Glacier Boys score in season 1.0?
No, allow. How many did they allow?
Excuse me,
The
allow.
defense. Allow.
And what was D?
126, 134, 138, 142.
Let's go 142.
I'll take it.
He gets it correct. Give him the points. 2-1. 2-1. All right. Here we go, Justin. Which of the following was not a badge you could earn in season version 1.0? Was it the Verizon Up badge, the Founders badge, the Progressive Snapshot badge, or the Shot Collar badge?
I'm gonna go with the Progressive Snapshot badge.
Ooh, incorrect. Jeff for the steal.
Can you read them again, please?
Sure. The Verizon Up badge, the Founders badge, the Progressive Snapshot badge, which you know is incorrect, and the Shot Collar badge.
It's A.
Oh,
A is incorrect. We were looking for the Shot Collar badge. The Shot Collar badge. All right,
I
Jeff.
didn't remember any Verizon Up badge, but okay.
Jeff.
Neither do I. So.
Banana
Not on my
Leche writes
profile,
the
I tell you what.
question. Banana Leche writes the questions, and I just ask them. Here we go. Jeffrey, who was on the cover of Madden 2018? Was it Rob Gronkowski, Antonio Brown, Tom Brady, or Patrick Mahomes?
B. Antonio Brown.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
Justin
would've been my guess,
Sanchez
too.
for the steal.
Bah, Tom Brady, baby.
It is Tom Brady. It is Tom Brady. Okay, tied up 2-2. The next one wins. Justin, what song did the Criminals in the Lineup sing in the cold open of an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Is it I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys, End of the Road by Boys to Men, I Want You Back by NSYNC, or You Got It, The Right Stuff by New Kids on the Block?
Huh. You know, not being a Brooklyn Nine-Nine fan, I think I'm going to have to call my lifeline here. Ray Austin?
You already used it. You can only use it one time. You got to answer. Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Can I please get the answers one more time?
Sure. Is it I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys, End of the Road by Boys to Men, I Want You Back by NSYNC, or You Got It, The Right Stuff by New Kids on the Block?
I'm feeling A. I want it that way.
Your winner, Justin Sanchez
Wow.
of the Rick T podcast.
Boom.
Oh my goodness.
Well
All right.
Big shout out to my lifeline, man. Ray Austin.
Big shout out to Ray Austin.
and,
All right.
and the comment section. So
Okay. Here we go. We only have about 5 more minutes left in the show. So I'm just going to do like 3 questions real quick because I wrote these in inspiration of our buddy Kevin Cordaz, who came on the show earlier. These are my ideas for season 2.0. Okay. Now, your partner, Justin, in this one is Patrick Dees. Ray is partnered with Jeff Cannata here. Thumbs up off the screen like we usually do. Thumbs up off the screen. Other way, Ray. Other hand. Do the other hand. There you go. Dees too. All right. There you go. Okay. Dees, you're with Cannata. Ray, you're with Justin. Here we go. All right. Penalty for poor celebrations after a touchdown. Like, they're just not that good, not that well thought out. Like, I want a penalty being like, got to do better, 5 yards. What do you think? You think Ray's going to like that or not, Justin?
I think Ray's going to hate that.
Ray? Yeah,
Whoa.
he hates it. Give him the point. All right. Dees, Cannata, you're up. Here we go. All right. A player designated by the fans for rock, paper, scissors. Dees?
I think he's gonna like it.
Dees?
Yeah.
Oh, he likes it. He likes it. All right. Okay.
like
All
it.
right. 1-1. We'll do two more. All right. Justin. Halftime Mario Kart races on a Jumbotron.
That's a thumbs up from everybody.
You think Ray's going to like it or not?
I know Ray likes business. That's what I was going to say. We're there to play football.
Oh, no. All right. Give him the points. I like that one. Okay, here we go.
Ray hates fun.
Wait, did he? Ray hates fun.
maybe first and 10. You know.
Okay.
Okay. He says maybe if we win the game, then we could play some Mario Kart.
Okay. Here we go. This could be a bit controversial. All right, here we go. Jeff, mid-game trades between teams as voted on by the players.
Voted on by the players.
Sorry,
They're
it's
like, we don't
voted on
want
by
this
the
guy
fans.
anymore?
As voted on by the fans. Like, hey, he's out. Trade him to the team mid-game.
I think Dees is going to hate that.
Dees?
I indeed hate it.
Oh man, well, this has been fun. I got a few more in there, but we will save those for another day. Justin, thanks for coming on. Tell the people where they can find the Rick T podcast and everything you do. You're great, buddy. You're great.
Awesome. Thank you for having us on, and we're big supporters of the FCF. We'd love to have some of you guys on to talk. We've had Patrick and Ray and multiple players, and we just love what you guys are doing and full supporters here. You guys can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram at the Rick T platform. So, yeah, man, we're just up and coming and trying to spread the word and spread some good vibe, good sports. So, thank you guys.
Check out the show. It was a hell of a lot of fun. Like I said, I've done it once or twice. So has Ray, and we had a great time every single time. So it's awesome content.
Awesome.
Keep it up.
It would be. I would love to be on the show, and we could call it 2 N's and 3 T's.
Oh,
All right.
We'll make it work. My people are going to talk to your people, and we're going to get you guys on, all right?
I love it. I love it. Thanks for being here, Rick, and congratulations on an awesome win in trivia.
Yeah,
thanks, Justin. See you, buddy.
Justin. Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
All right. Thank you, fellas.
Bye.
Yeah. You know, the guy can memorize Shakespeare like you wouldn't believe, but he's got trouble with
I mean, the word Rick T was plastered all over the back.
I know.
So good.
Yeah, that was great. He was great. Awesome. Really two fantastic guests this week. And another great episode. Remember, you get to name our show. I didn't mention it at all, but it has already happened. The show poll has been up, and you have spoken. Cars, Closets, and Cameras.
Okay.
Is what we will be called next week. Cars,
Great work, fans.
Closets, and Cameras. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for helping us get amped on our road to season 2.0. Remember, there's lots of content on the socials, on the FCF YouTube page. Check those out. There's great shows for you to be keeping up with the league and finding out more about how season 1.0 went and getting motivated every week as well. So
let's go.
Stay tuned. And wait, what were we going to say?
I would say a couple quick hitters if I can jump in really quickly. Remember,
Please.
Go hit that fan council link. We're accepting applications. We're going to start. That's going to start ramping up really quickly. Shortly after that, you're going to start seeing the information train. I know people have been anxious, but we're going to start announcing stuff, getting into team branding stuff. Quick shout out quickly to Sean Matthews of the FCF Glacier Boys on Instagram. Hell of a dude. He asked for a shout out. And to my sister Barbara Dees, who just got out of the hospital. I know is watching. Feel better, sis. Love you.
Feel better, Barbara. And a quick shout out. I'm going on Jeff Cannata's podcast on Monday to talk about science and futility, the actual game of living. Kickstarter almost to 15K, guys. Almost halfway there.
Come on.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice job, man.
Thanks.
If you want to hear Macuga on my show, it's called We Have Concerns. You can find it at wehaveconcerns.com. And of course, we will be back here next Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/FCF. Why not subscribe? It'll make it easier. You'll get heads up notifications every time we go live. Make a subscription. Do it up. All right. We'll see you then when we will be called Cars, Closets, and Cameras. Until then, power to the fans.
Power to the fans.
Power to the fans.